Yes, coming soon to a cinema near you. He's Wales's greatest boxer. He's been on the biggest stages. And now, the glittering career of Joe Calzaghe is on the big screen.
So, Joe Calzaghe, you have a film out about yourself.
Introducing fighting pride of Newbridge, Wales, Joe Calzaghe.
I'm really happy with the end result. I think it's not just about my boxing, it's about, you know, my upbringing, you know, that although I was undefeated as a professional, 46-0, get in. And winning all the titles, you know, it goes to show that it's been a hard road. And it touches on a lot of things from my upbringing and to develop me into a champion. Obviously, the relationship with myself and Enzo, my dad.
Doesn't every song start off with a verse? Which is jab, jab. At the verse, you're going to be late. Bring it forward, bring it forward. Then you got the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, bam, bam, knockout part.
He seems as much of the character in this film as you are.
He's more of a character. He makes the film. He's also like Albert and Costello, me and my dad in that film. So he's great. He's brilliant. It's quite sort of emotional for me watching it. You know, seeing your life story of 25 years in the ring in 90 minutes. Because, you know, I've always been pretty private. And it also shows that it's not just talent and dedication that makes a person. It's also having love around you, having the family, people that support you, even when you're down. Even when you can't fight, you're injured, and you're going through tough times. And that's what it shows, you know. It's like a real-life Rocky story with a good ending.
So you've been, was it 7 years out? 7 years since you retired?
I've done lots of things. I moved to London. I was like trying different things, you know. Like I said, I was doing a bit of acting, trying to do acting lessons, and I felt that I had to get away from Wales. In a way, just one of the things in my life, because when you do something for 25, 26 years and you retire, and even though you retire at your own, in your own terms, at the peak, it's hard to find something else you love. And people say, well, just find something else you love. All you've ever done is fight, you know, all you've done is box. Before the Roy Jones fight, I knew I was going to retire because I couldn't train. My hands were gone. I was, you know, losing the weight. I started losing the hunger. And when the hunger dies, then, you know, if you fight just for the money and you're not fighting for the championship and, you know, for everything else, then you're going to lose. So it was time for me to quit. Since I retired, you know, people can sit back now and appreciate what I achieved in boxing. At the time, as you know, a lot of times it took me a long time to get the respect. Like, I can't believe it's nearly a decade since I beat Jeff Lacey, and I can remember the fight like it was yesterday.
Look at that superb flurry of punches. I said, Sir Murray, there might have been 9 or 10. Dear me, that face is just a mess. Look at the eyes of Jeff Lacey.
Didn't beat him. Schooled him.
Fantastic, winding up the right hand, shining the jab, hitting it with the left hook.
Well, the next few steps for Joe Calzaghe then, manager's license, get that in the bag and push on.
Yeah, there's a few things. First thing first, you know, I'm happy with this film, getting this, you know, enjoying this time, and I'm hoping it's gonna do well and people are gonna sort of enjoy it. And yeah, it's good. It's nice that, you know, obviously being inducted into the, you know, British Boxing Hall, you know, sorry, the Hall of Fame, International Hall of Fame in Stoke. There was, you know, just, you know, a dream come true, you know, to be there with the greats of the ring, you know, just very humbling. And yeah, life is good, very good.
And there'll be more from the A-lister that is Mr. Joe Calzaghe later in the programme. But we've already heard about Joe Calzaghe's incredible career. But what about regrets? Does he have any? Does he wish he'd taken on any other fights? And what does he make of the current crop of Welsh boxers?
When I said I was interviewing you today to a few of my mates, you got the boxing questions that you got to ask Joe. Froch, coming back. Really?
Is he retired?
Kind of.
I don't really interested. Like I said, I always get brought up with a Carl Froch question. Listen, he always calling me out. Always had not a good word to say about me. I didn't really have much to say about him, but if we had fought and our paths had crossed, there would have been only one outcome. It just would have been either stoppage or like a one-sided fight.
Someone you are interested in, a mate of yours, Nathan Cleverly, had just a brutal fight out in the States recently. He's probably actually impressed people more in defeat than he did in a lot of his wins. It's kind of bizarre, isn't it?
People wrote him off. He lost to Kovalev, which is no disgrace. So, like, he's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters, a massive puncher. But then, obviously, he fought the Bellew fight. But he fought outside his weight. He's not a cruiserweight. He fought a very good fighter. He done himself very, very proud. He showed that he's got a massive heart. A lot of courage. Massive respect for him for going 12 rounds with a broken nose and a bad ear. And I think if he hadn't broke his nose in the 7th round, he could have won the fight. I think if he used his boxing skills a bit more, stand in front of the guy, he could have won the fight. And if you have a rematch, I think he'll win. If they have a rematch, definitely.
While we're talking about your mates from boxing, Enzo Macronelli against the guy you fought your last fight against, Roy Jones Jr., supposed to be out in Russia in December. It's a weird one, but it kind of intrigues me. Yeah, it's, they say obviously Enzo is a big puncher. He's getting on his career a little bit, but he can still hit hard and he's still a good fighter, with Roy Jones Jr. I think, he should have retired, I think, a while back. I'm not sure what Roy Jones has left in the tank, but it's definitely an intriguing fight. Interesting fight. It is, it's a really interesting one. The Selby brothers, they're kind of coming through now. Lee's obviously world champion, and Andrew's just starting off. What do you make of them? Yeah, Lee Selby, I've been impressed with him. He struggled his last fight. I think, going to America is difficult. It's a tough division he's in. He's got some really, really top champions in that weight division, So, I think he should take it gradually. I'm impressed with every fight he's had. Like I said, he had dig deep last time. Didn't fight his best, he struggled, but we all struggle sometimes. I struggle sometimes, but win's a win, and that's all that matters. Who do you actually like watching these days? Is there one fighter who you just go, every time he's on, I've got to watch this guy? Not really. No? I find boxing quite boring. What are you into? I just watch YouTube and watch myself. Mainly Lacey fight or Kessler. No, I'm joking. Go back. No, I like watching. No, seriously. Do you ever do that? Yeah. Do you ever go on YouTube? Seriously? No, I don't. I got DVDs. Okay. So I like watching. Yeah, I like watching. Obviously, like Mayweather. Pacquiao, the obvious fighters. I'm really impressed with the southpaw, Lemonchenko, and I like. Some good fighters out. Thank you for your time, mate. It's really nice to have you. I haven't seen you in a long, long time, so it's kind of nice to do this. Yeah, nice. Lovely to see you. When's the film out? The film's premiering on the 20th of November, and it's out for general release on the 23rd of November. So, hope you enjoy. Best of luck with it. Thank you very much.